It is April 17, 2026, 3:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Here we are, another update. Ladies and gentlemen, these reports are all rumors. I'm bringing you public news from around the world. Please remember to follow, like, share, and repost. Please verify all info on your own. Even my own thoughts and input are for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into it. I haven't done the complete one in like probably a week or so, but anyways, hope you guys are doing good. The US Senate voted on Trump's ability to strike Iran without congressional approval. And guess what? The Senate failed to put that control on Trump. The vote basically to not restrict Trump passed 52 to 47, if you can believe that. Crazy, right? That's, I guess, democracy. Just, it is what it is. Live with it. Is Lebanon reached a 10-day ceasefire? Well, there's some, kind of. So within the 10 days, Is still has the ability to strike at their discretion. Not making this up. It's kind of weird though, right? Because Is took the deal. And that was a big reason why they took the deal, is because they can still strike if they want. Now, of course, there's reasons and whatever, but they're going to say, well, this happened, right? I mean, they're showing books, like a German book, that they did in Pali and also in Lebanon that are in schools, and they're pretty much the same playbook. Like there's a map, there's a calendar. Everything that they did in Pali, they're doing basically repeating everything in Lebanon and be like, see, look at all these T words. And everybody falls for it because everyone's like, oh no, T words. And everybody allows them to be T words because they're accusing other people of being T words. But because they're wearing like bikinis and they drink beer and alcohol, they're like, well, they can't be T words because look at what they're doing. Those people, on the other hand, they're the T words because, well, they don't eat bacon. Anyway, so honestly, right, and this is just my opinion, but if Hezbollah didn't hold it down like they did with their whatever, there's no question that more of South Lebanon would have been taken over by now. And I think from the first ceasefire, they were like, oh, whoops, this wasn't included. I think they wanted to like do like a blitz and try to get as much, but they had some resistance. So this is what I think the Lebanese government and Is got together. They're like, we're going to disarm. Because honestly, man, there's a saying in Urdu, in Pakistan, which it's kebab mein hardi, which, a kebab is boneless. It's like whatever. But in there's a bone, right? And that's like the worst. Like somebody who's like third wheeling it, or somebody who's like a snitch, you would say, man, that's a kebab mein hardi. Because in the kebab, there shouldn't be any bones. But then when you get that, it's like, oh man. So this is what it is, man. All these, the hardis, the bones in the kebab, that's what they're trying to take out. And so that's that. Now, the ceasefire was already agreed to in the first rounds with the US. But again, there's all that selective amnesia. It wasn't included. We don't remember, but it was. So there's another round of talks that's going to happen between US and Iran. That's going to happen this weekend. As a matter of fact, on Sunday. And Reuters is saying that a deal between US and Iran are in the final stages. This weekend, the deal would be a signing ceremony. I disagree with that, and I'm going to get in that in just a second. But inflation in Argentina skyrockets 32% in a year. And their president, which I hope you guys know who he is, do some research, he's telling his people, have some patience. It's okay, your conditions are shit. I'm not going to fix them, just have some patience. The ambassador to Is in Brazil was kicked out. That's happening more and more. So now I'm going to talk about why. Okay. The deal being in the final stages, I'm going to tell you why. I would understand and agree with this, okay? But I've been saying that, look, it's the calm before the storm. It's going to get worse. If Netanyahu wasn't approving the actions and moves of the US, I would say probably, maybe, but that's not the case. Is thinking that they are too in and too close to back off now, right? They've done so much. They've lost a good amount of weapons, protection, defense. And they will make sure that the US will continue to follow their lead, which the Trump's team has already been done. Now, why have they been doing that? I'm going to list you some of the points why I think. Number one, because of the lack of experience and strategy on Trump's team and Trump himself when it comes to wars and all of these type of moments. This is crazy. I mean, yeah, they went and attacked countries with no air force, with really, in essence, no navy, no state-of-the-art weapons, and now you're facing Iran, which has all of the above, which is pretty nuts. Number two, Trump and his team are for sale. They've showed this, okay? The highest bidder wins. And they realize that if they want to exceed here, Trump and his team, they realize if they want to exceed here politically, right, needs to succeed over there. So this is like for their political lifeline. They need this, right? They need to help. They need to listen to Iz. Number three, Iz has already lost so much. And now they feel like they don't have as much to lose. And install the Samson option here. If you guys don't know what that is, go look it up. But whatever. Number four, Iz has constantly violated ceasefire agreements, okay? And what they do is they make a mess and then they have Trump clean it up. Now, this is like Trump's playbook, right? If there's a scandal, you go and you start another one to distract from the first one. There was a movie called Major Payne with Damon Wayans, I think it is. And there's like in the opening scenes, the guy, he gets his leg blasted. And he's like, my leg, it hurts. So Damon Wayans, Major Payne, he goes to this guy. He's like, what's wrong, boy? Your leg hurts? He's like, yeah, my leg, I can't feel it, whatever. He's like, do you want to get rid of the pain or something? Maybe he doesn't even ask, but he goes and he breaks his arm. And he was like, you're not going to think about your leg now. And the guy's like, what the? But anyways, that's kind of what it is. You start one problem, then you do another problem. But in the end, you're still breaking bones and making a mess. So Trump and Netanyahu have been very similar in this regard because they both make the mess, but they don't clean it. They have others clean it. Okay, whether it's the media, whether it's gaslighting, whatever. And they're both very similar in this. And in the past, they've had some friction because, again, none of the guys want to be the clean. They want to be the make a mess people. And then number five is the religious component, which is very heavy and is. And there are fanatics that are praying and pushing for the total domination and destruction of the region at anyone's cost by any means, because there's the concept, I'm not going to say it, but there's a lot of things over here like cattle, and this is just whatever. So ultimately, a lot of these things, man, like if you look at their government over there is very extreme, very extreme. And these guys are almost competing of who can be more extreme. True story. These guys are literally competing about who can be more evil and more extremist. And that's how you get advanced over there, which is it's not. Number six is this is about cutting losses, right? In the short term. Long term, the losses will be felt. It's inevitable. Everybody knows economically, militarily, socially. Now this is about throwing a Hail Mary and trying to at least get something in return for the future that can be semi-positive, right? At least now. Fine, long-term, we're screwed. But short-term, let's try to get something. What I think is going to happen is with all of this, the planning, okay, the troops, there are troops, obviously, that are going from the U.S. I think those troops will be pushed into Lebanon and other parts to do Iz's dirty work. But the world will continue to come together against U.S. and Iz. Many reasons, like I've talked about before, unfortunately. The fact that in the negotiations between U.S. and Iran, things were close and got messed up because of a call Netanyahu did to J.D. Vance. And J.D. Vance, like a little bitch, was like telling him everything, play by play, what was going on. And do you agree? And Netanyahu just has way too much control on Trump, who is unfortunately on our behalf making the calls. And there's no oversight or restrictions on our government for what Trump can do. I mean, he owns the Senate, he owns the House, even Congress, unfortunately. Our Congress people, I mean, what the hell have they done? They've literally just signed off on everything because, again, they realize if they want to succeed here, Iz needs to succeed over there. So, guys, this is a stain on Trump ultimately, right? And he doesn't want this, but he doesn't know what he's doing either. So he's relying a lot on Netanyahu for guidance, but it's the blind leading the blind. It's a new territory, new everything, new dynamics, and neither one of these guys know what the hell they're doing. And unfortunately, this is why the world is being taken with them, because it's like anything, right? When you have no options and you go through desperate measures, well, then you just go for the hostages. And unfortunately, the world, we're all hostages. The people, the Americans, we the people, we're all hostages, unfortunately. As much as you want to say that we're this and we're that, we ain't nothing but hostages. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. This is it. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.